Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you? I would like to introduce myself firstly. My name is Lira Hayu Abdetismana. Today I would like to present my paper today. The title is The Development of Learning Material Model in Writing Scientific Papers by Using Guided Inquiry Method at STK PGRI Sumatera Barat. Introductions. The culture of writing has been replaced by a copy-paste culture which causes students to be lazy to write. There is no more awareness of learning to write and make your own analysis by Rusnov in 2014. This is what causes students' writing mentality to get lower. Learning to write scientific papers is a compulsory subject that must be followed by STK PGRI Sumatera Barat students. Based on the standards of the Indonesian's National Qualifications Framework, the output of the scientific paper writing course is to produce scientific papers in the form of scientific articles. The result shows that the average ability to write scientific papers from the Indonesian's language study program and literature education in Padang was more than adequate category. By Alfianika Sunendar, Sastro Miharjo, and Damayanti in 2019. The first step that can be taken to solve this problem is to conduct a needs analysis. Based on the needs analysis conducted, it was found that students wanted to be guided learning, studying for determining the topic, understanding the components of scientific writing, and the developing scientific writing. Students prefer learning that is guided by lecturers to be given questions and problems in learning to write scientific papers. Therefore, researchers develop guided inquiry-based teaching materials. The problem that often occurs in learning to write scientific papers is that lecturers are often the center of learning, and students are only objects of listeners. What is given dominantly is in the form of theories and concepts of scientific writing. Other problems obtained from the interviews with the students are difficulties in determining the topic of scientific writing, limited references related to scientific writing, difficulty confining ideas, and composing appropriate words. Literature review. Textbook of Writing Scientific Papers. Guided Inquiry Approach. The learning process by inquiry follows these steps. First, orientations. Second, formulation of the problem. Third, hypothesis. Fourth, data collections. Fifth, hypothesis testing. Sixth, formulations of the conclusions. Research method. This type of research is development research. Development research is a sequential set of procedures to carry out design and development which is manifested in the form of a process of learning to write scientific papers. It can also be defined as a research method that is used to produce certain products and test the effectiveness of these products by Sugiono in 2012, 407. The research design used in this research is the 4D model development research design, 4D models. According to Tiagarajani, this includes 4 stages, namely the stage of defining, define, design, the development, develop, and dissemination, disseminate. This research was conducted in the 6th semester of the students of the Department of Indonesian Language and Literature Education at STK PGRI class of 2018, totaling 105 samples. Result and discussion. Defining. What is done at this stage is to see the initial conditions of learning to write scientific papers and then analyze them. The results obtained from these stages are: first, analysis of PKPS for teaching subjects for scientific writing. Second, analysis of peers interview results. Third, analysis of the students' needs questionnaire. From the questionnaire that was filled in by the students, the following conclusions were obtained. A. The need for freedom in determining topics and ideas for scientific writing. B. The need for the concept of learning to write scientific papers. C. The need for guidance in writing scientific papers. D. The need for systematic concept of writing scientific papers. E. The need for the availability of references to writing scientific papers. Fourth, textbook analysis. Designing. At the design stage, namely preparing the initial design of textbook development, writing guided inquiry-based scientific work includes RPKPS development, lecture program unit, SAP, guided inquiry-based textbook which began with designing a draft design. Then proceed with the creation of SAP and the textbooks based on the draft design. First, constructing the RPKPS. SAP creation. Third, development of textbook for writing scientific papers based on guided inquiry. Conclusions. Based on the research, it can be concluded that first, the material in the syllabus is in accordance with the competencies that must be achieved by students, both in content and in order. Second, the material of writing scientific papers is classified as difficult because students do not understand the concept of writing scientific papers well, especially making direct and indirect quotations. Third, in developing scientific papers, students do not know the systematic of scientific papers, and students often make ineffective sentences. Fourth, most students need A. Freedom in determining topics and ideas for scientific papers. B. The concept of learning to write scientific papers. C. The lecturer guidance in writing scientific articles. D. The systematic concept of writing scientific papers. E. Many references to writing scientific papers. Okay, that's all about my presentation today. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.